Well, that's not a good look, I guess. Alright. I think we might have it figured out now. Okay, now we're settled in. That was a minute of messing around with the camera. That's a pain. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a special Saturday live stream where we are planting some cover crop. Not too bad. Not too bad. Planting some seed. Don't be shy. I don't bite. Cindy, she's back green. Wow. She's back, folks. She's back. Fan-flippin-tastic. How's your day going? Is it almost over? It's 11? Oh, man. I figured I'd go live for a little bit. We got some, I gotta get some office work done before I go home for the day, so I was just greening, doing a little drilling, but dang guy, your eyes are like, well, they're not yellow, they're blue. But I think it's also the shirt. The shirt kind of helps it out. Do I need to put these on? Thanks for the compliments, Lynn. I think it's the shirt really making them pop. I think the shirt's making them pop, but it's all the same. You guys, we are planting cover crop on the farm. Cover crop. Putting some things in the ground. It's been good, thanks. 5:05 there. Oh, that's not too late. Oh, that's not too late. What's everybody else doing? Where are you guys all watching from? Where are you guys all viewing from? How is everybody's Saturday going? We are going to try and hit the... Ouch. We're going to be trying to hit the lake later. We are going to get out on the water. Got to check the discs in the back every once in a while. You guys see what we're doing? I got some seagull friends back here. Some dusty windows. Man. Windows are hella dusty. Saludos de Alemania. Is that Germany? But you're speaking Spanish? Maybe? Portuguese? I think there's a delay between the comments and when the actual message shows up compared to when I see it, or compared to when you guys type it. seeding. We're doing some seeding. We're doing some drilling. Drilling of the grain. Guys, don't forget to double tap the screen. Drop a like to help support the channel. Subscribe. All the good stuff. All the good stuff. We're farming here. Farmers supporting farmers. Lazy. Oh, lazy. Oh, it's lazy work, is it? Well, you might not be wrong, but somebody's got to do it. Yeah, there's got to be a delay, but I guess I'm not sure how to fix that. Not sure if there's anything I can do because I'm on my phone. Lazy, he says. It's a little rough back there in the sod. Jonathan Smith, howdy, bud. Morning / day going. The day is going great. I weed sprayed some apples. I got a guy spraying foliar on the apples, and now I'm sitting in the tractor, letting the GPS drive while I'm talking to some friends on the internet. What about you? All streams have a delay. That's very true. But I feel like this one's like a good 3 minutes. It's got to be at least a minute long delay. So if someone asks a question, they type it and I don't answer. Then they leave. They're like, this guy's a jerk. He doesn't read anything. But the delay's there. Got to have patience, I guess. Got to have patience. Not my strong suit a lot of the time. Yeah, guys. Don't forget to double tap the screen, drop a like. We have a great membership program where you guys can get access to all of the content before the general public. You guys check that out below. Just hired a guy to plain drop some seed on my pops, on your pops farm. A little bit of dust crop, huh? What's the rate on that? What do they charge? What do they charge? Lazy motherfucker. Yeah. Now, what do they charge for custom crop dusting? That's crazy. Guys, the cherries are out of the shuck. You can actually see cherries in the trees. I have videos on this channel. Which country this is, or is this county? Country, United States. You're just looking for around $2 grand. $2 grand for what, an acre? Or $2 grand for the entire field? Yes, cherries are out of the shuck. Apples have actually formed. The calyxes have closed. So the apples are about, well, I don't have my size thing. Apples are about anywhere from 6 to 10 millimeters in size. So we next week are going to start thinning the apples off, which is how we actually use chemicals to stress the tree out a little bit into dropping the fruit. Which is crazy to think because you think all farmers want as much fruit as they can possibly get. But the issue is that you cannot let an apple tree have all of the fruit that it sets because it will put too much fruit on the tree, and what happens is that tree kind of shuts down for the next year, and then there won't be any, or there'll be much less fruit on the tree in the following year. So what we do is we purposely take fruit off of apple trees so that it doesn't become a biannual cropper. So it's a super important period, and we have an opportunity, a little bit of a window when the apples are 10 to 12 millimeters in size consistently to kind of burn some of that fruit off, and the tree will actually shake some of that fruit when it feels stressed out. So that's a process that will happen next week, and I will do a whole nother video pretty much on that entire process coming up here next week. So a lot of great stuff on the channel, you guys. So definitely subscribe if you're interested in learning how we grow apples and cherries. Our cherry crop, we probably lost half or more of our cherry crop to frost this spring. So it's a little bit, people are a little bit sad about the cherries. The apple crop did take a little damage, but for the most part, it's doing all right. Once I turn back around, I'll read all those comments that came in while I was while I was on my Apple spiel. Is that the last pass? Oh, there's got to be a gap in here, right? No gap. See? I'm telling you, chat. Oh, there is a gap. I see it. This is what happens. This is what happens when you're talking to chat and you're not paying attention. You miss some shit. And I just missed where I was supposed to turn. And I just missed where I was supposed to be turning. That's okay, folks. I got it. Don't worry. It's right about here. All right, so where were we? We were going back up here. You were looking around $2,000. Which country? Bro, in my country, it's 9:40 p.m. It is 11:12 in the morning here where I'm at. $2,000 for 5 acres. God, I feel like that's kind of steep, don't you? Or no? Or am I crazy? Let's see. You're here every once in a while. Are we back? Audio cut out. When I get phone calls, the audio cuts out and I get stuck, I get frozen, but just got to make sure that we're back. We just got to make sure we're back. I have to send a quick text message to you guys. So what's going to happen is screen's probably going to go dark for a second, and then I will be back while we're doing this. Mary, what's up, Mary? Welcome. It's good to see you again. Good to see you again. We're back. Let's see. Do we have any John Deeres? Yes, we have a majority. Let's see. Do we have any John Deeres? Yes, we have a majority. Majority of our tractors are John Deeres, but we don't really have our biggest tractor is this one, the 100 and actually, we do have a big John Deere. We probably have like 12 John Deeres, but question, do you possibly need a mod? I have a mod, but he's not in here. I don't know where Justin is at. I'm not sure where Justin is at, but we could always use more mods. 50 gallons left. So I possibly need another mod. Are we back? Is it still frozen? Someone let me know. Like it says there's only 5 people in here, but I kind of feel like that could be wrong. You're a mod for 2 other streams currently. Oh, there's Justin. Oh, neat. Neat. Don't twist it. I don't know if you guys saw my short or on TikTok, you guys. Super funny video of one of my H2A employees was driving this tractor and he hit our deer fence with our sunflower disc. And they have those fingers in the back that help smooth stuff out. And he poked the fence and ripped one off. And I made a video of him. Very funny. Very funny. No twisty way. Justin's back. Plowboy. He's back. Nick, Cindy, Jonathan. I could always use another one just in case. But my mod just showed up. Better late than never, eh, Justin? Better late than never. I got to send one. I knew it. The text was very poorly timed. Oh my gosh. That couldn't have been a more poorly timed text message. Let me get myself straightened back out, and then we'll get to read and chat again. All right, let's go back here. Good morning. Good morning, Plowboy. How are we doing? What are we farming? Right now I'm planting. What am I planting? I'm planting sorghum. We're putting a cover crop in this field. because um, we are going to be planting apple trees on this farm here in the end of 2026. So we are preparing the soil by adding a cover crop, specifically sorghum, which is a Sudan grass that is grows great, has a deep root system, can get very tall if you don't mow it, and we're going to return a lot of organic matter into the soil, um, and it helps improve the soil structure. All right. Sorry, there was something wedged in one of the discs back there. Casi terminamos, okay? Yo, Nico, or tú trabajando? Mary, your grandfather helped Mr. Pond decide the wheel horse, design the wheel horse tractor. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. You're open. I'll put the notifications on so I know when you're live. Love that. I gotta figure out why the GPS isn't driving straight anymore. It's just swaying back and forth. Like I can't decide where I'm at. Get a seagull stuck in there? There might be a body. Dude, the seagulls are the real deal though. They are so annoying. She will do great. I missed something. I'm missing something. Where are we farming? This is Michigan, Northern Michigan, United States. In which city? Traverse City. That would be in the northern part of Michigan. What way is it? What am I trying to see? It's this way. We are right here. Michigan has this cool thing where we use the back of our hand to tell you guys where we live. We are up here where your pinky finger touches your ring finger. That is where we are. So now you guys learned something. Now you guys learned something. What are we drilling? We're putting sorghum in the ground. Sorghum. They sold out to Toro. Ah, gotcha. Made in the 60s. I was still 30 plus years away from being born in the 60s. We were drilling a cover crop. My friend Justin, a cover crop. I thought my other water bottle was in here. That's disappointing. I'm thirsty. How's life? Good, Blackwood Gamer. What's my favorite machine? Ooh, my favorite machine. This is probably my favorite tractor to drive because we don't always get to drive it so much. But my favorite thing to like operate on the farm, I guess, would be we have it's over here in the corner. We have a 160 Hitachi excavator, and I like driving excavators. I like pulling. I've been clearing out woods like all winter, and I enjoy driving that kind of stuff because that's something again that we don't use very often. But it's also really old, and so it doesn't always. It's not the nicest machine. It's pretty clapped out machine. Hey Ryan, what's up, brother? Welcome back. Welcome back. Don't say that. I was in a good mood. Now I just feel old. Sorry, Mary. Sorry. Yeah, I just turned I'm gonna turn 31 here in October. 31. It's crazy. That's crazy. But we're gonna try and get out on the boat today. It's gonna be a beautiful day to get out on the water. I'll have to post some pictures in the Discord so you guys can see how beautiful the lakes are here. Up here where we're from in Traverse City, we have some of the most beautiful lakes you'll ever see. Freshwater. They like looks like the Bahamas, but on inland lakes. Beautiful. It's been a while. I don't know if there's any Stained fans out there, but every time I see that, it's what I think. It's been a while. Can you clear your rear window? Multitasking. See, I can't because my wiper really does this half. You guys can't really see it. It's so dusty. It's unbelievable. So you're 67. 67 years young, Mary. 67. Do I have any apricots? No. We grow about 2,700 acres of tart cherries. and about 56 acres of apples right now. So eventually 60 acres of apples. But by the end of 2026, we'll have about 100 acres of apples, which is a lot of work. And yeah, we just leased a couple more farms this year. So we're up to about 2,700 acres of cherries. It's quite a lot of land. Do I know who Diddy is? You're talking about Sean Diddy Combs, Mr. Baby Oil himself? Looks like my overlap that I switched to is a little more appropriate. We only have 40 acres. Yeah, we're a little bit of a larger operation than that. We have uh what are we? We're one of the largest tart cherry producers in the world. You guys are lucky with the weather. It's lightly raining and it's dark and the mosquitoes are insane. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. We have had a weird spring. We've had like during bloom, we had a terrible bloom, and that's part of the reason why the apple crop's going to be a little short, and why the cherry crop's going to be a little short because we had very poor blooming weather. So the bees were not able to get out. We had 50 degrees or so, and it was just not ideal conditions for the bees, which can really make or break your crop. That's why farming's such a gamble because you can go from making it through the frost season with no problems, but you can have some really poor pollination weather, and then guess what? You still don't have a crop. And then you can make it all the way through and you can have bugs that rip up your fruit. Or you can make it all the way to the end when you start to harvest, and then you have a big rainstorm come through and a lot of wind and knocks the fruit off the tree. It's crazy the amount of risk that goes into having like a large quality crop. It's crazy. All the seagulls are out in the field. Yeah, I think I see if we weren't packing it down, these things would probably be eating them, eating the sorghum right off the ground. But it is what it is. Over here, blazing hot, mosquitoes up the ass. And a whole lot of humidity. Yeah, not too humid here today. It's supposed to be 75, but we have that Canadian smoke trickling in, That Canadian smoke is trickling in. So it kind of like it looks like it's super nice out, but it has like this weird haze to it. It's a little hazy. But I have full intentions of not letting that bother me while I'm crushing some beers on the sandbar today. Yes, yes. If you guys want to see the pictures I'm going to post, I'm going to put them on. It's either going to be on Instagram, on Pomes and Stones, or I'll put them in the Discord, or they'll be in the Discord where we hang out outside of the live streams, which is a super cool place where we all just chill and share pictures and photos. And anyone can join that. That's for free. You look up Pomes and Stones and on the Discord app. That's funny, Jonathan. It's the exact same over here. Yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky, man. Oh, how I want to grill a pair of wings and get those out of here. See, that's how people feel. It's funny. You know what's funny about living in Traverse City area is people travel from either 100% all over the state to come here when they're on vacation, or we just have a bunch of people who travel here from all over the country just to come to this town in the summertime, which is kind of weird to live here all the time, right? But you deal with a lot of people in the summertime, and we call them fudgies when people visit from out of town. It's pretty funny, but it's cool to live in a place that people want to desire to go to. But Cherry Fest soon, yes. Cherry Fest is it usually starts on the last couple days of June and runs into the beginning of July, but we will be harvesting cherries that week. So 97% humidity, 98. Holy F that, dude. From the 616. Again, welcome back, my guy. Salute, King. Watching you from South Africa. Cindy! Cindy, do you see that? Cindy, another South Africa viewer. Can you believe it? Is that one of your friends you were talking about? from the 616. I got to check the discs in the back. Yesterday was 93 and the humidity was 89. You guys are crazy. We have like mid 70s, maybe upper 70s. So it's going to be a great day to be on the water. Very minimal wind. It's going to be like glass, you guys. It's going to be like glass. Please, you guys, follow the Instagram, follow the TikTok. I've been posting a lot more on the other social media channels. I love the extra support. If you guys have those apps, if you dabble in the TikTok world or in the gram or on Facebook, you guys can find all of those at Pomes and Stones. Again, any extra support would be fantastic, you guys. 107. Oof. That's too hot. That's like Arizona. That's out west, the desert. You got the TikTok. I'm gonna go follow. Thank you, brother. Actually, I posted a super funny, at least to me, at least. I posted that super funny video I was talking about where one of my workers ran into a disc or ran our disc into a deer fence and twisted this part. And I took a video of him. And he likes to speak a little Spanglish, and so it's such a funny video. Just watch it over and over again. And this guy is just, oh, I twist it way. Oh man, I twisted it. When the Hispanic guys talk English, speak English, it's so funny to me. TikTok is banned in your country. What about Instagram? If you're more sunny up here, I probably would have gotten up to that height. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. I don't know how you guys live and it's that hot out. That's too hot, too hot for your boy. We did have a couple days in the 90s with super high humidity earlier this spring, but that was very, very short lived. When that happens, it's more like a 1 or 2 weeker. So that's not too bad. That we could live with. That we can live with. Instagram is working. Heck yeah. Drop us a follow on there at Pomes and Stones. That's where I post more like pictures, right? Or I've been getting tagged a lot in some reels from some other stuff. But yes, drop the follow on the Insta. Ask well. Ask well. Ask well. Well, you're gonna head out and probably be back soon. I'm only gonna be live for about 10 more minutes and then I gotta go do some paperwork before I take off. So yes, this stream we're only gonna go for about 10 more minutes. But if you are subscribed like Ryan, you get the notifications. You guys can be notified exactly when we go live. Wait, there's somebody on YouTube live doing something productive? Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way, boy. Ain't no way. We froze her up. Hey Ryan, have a good oh my gosh. All right, Ryan, have a good day yourself, my man. Being productive? I don't know if it's being productive. All I'm doing is driving and talking to people. If you're interested in farming, guys, please subscribe to the Trannel. Trannel. A Trannel. This is not that type of show. You're not gonna find any of that there. Any of that here. No, sir. Yikes. Let me know if you need a mod, man. Yeah, I'll put you down. Next time I go live and we do a longer one, if you're back, we'll give you that. We'll drop you on there. Well, I could now anyway, I guess. Why not? As long as you can view chat messages. Anytime now. Hey, look at that. Justin usually does a great job of being here, but you can always use another one. Nice English, bro. Channel. Dude, a lot of the time when I start talking, especially on video, my mouth starts moving faster than my brain can. So tongue tied today, yeah.
Sometimes my brain gets moving a little quick. I don't know. Absolutely, brother. I won't disappoint. Sometimes Justin has his work cut out for him. We've had some pretty interesting chats, especially in the winter when we're live streaming like every day of the week, getting like 400,000 view live streams. Just crazy, crazy support. People love when I drive our, what do you call her, Cindy? Old Betsy. People can't get enough of her. They love it. Do I have a plan to visit India? Do I have a plan to visit India? No, I haven't made it that big on YouTube yet. I'm gonna need a lot more subscribers. Doc Spencer says hello. What's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I need to pick a new row. My loop is complete. Old Betty, that's it. Old Betty. Cindy dubbed the name of our favorite machines months ago. Months ago. Stephen Merchant. Steve. Do farmers work? Do farmers work every weekend? Not this one. Not this one. Not this one. I'll tell you that. Everybody say hi to Steve. Steve is actually a co-host on the podcast. If you guys don't know, I actually do a podcast. It's on Spotify and here on the YouTube channel. Spotify, Apple, and not Google Play because we don't F with droids. He says flexing. Steven, you guys remember Steven? What was I telling him the last time you dropped in, Steve? What were we talking about? Prayers up for Steve. W's in the chat for Steve. What were we talking about? I don't remember. What are we planting? We are drilling in some sorghum, some cover crop. Drilling in some cover crop today. We're going to be recording another podcast with Steve's wife. Steve's wife is going to be our next guest, talking about their farm market here in northern Michigan. Mary, Godspeed. Thanks for hanging out. We're gonna actually find a way to go live doing the live stream. Can't remember either, bro. We're gonna try and figure out how to live stream the podcast one time. Oh, that son of a bee. We're gonna try and figure how to live stream that. Wait, we don't have to work weekends? Well, crap, I'd like to. Me and another guy have split our weekends up managing our H2A guys because they can just be most of the time they're pretty self sufficient. They know the orchards. We just have to have someone here to kind of say hi to them in the morning and make sure everyone's doing just a check out. Cool. You just got done cutting some wheat. Nice. Where are you farming at? Where are you farming at and how many acres? Might need to recalibrate my GPS at some point, but even though there's only 40 acres over at your pop's ranch, there is no break. No. The only day that everybody has off most of the time is Sunday. Usually Sunday is the only day that anybody gets off. And that's not even guaranteed depending on the weather and if we need to be spraying the apples or not. But kind of seems like the wind's picking up a touch. I don't want to see that. I got to get out on the water today. We got to hit the lake. You got to get the day rolling. You're out of bed and you still haven't gotten up. Still got to get up. Hey, it's the weekend, brother. Who needs to get out of bed? That's why you got guys like me who are doing it all anyway. You can watch. You can see me out here doing stuff and think, wow, I would much rather be sitting in bed here where I'm at. All right, guys. this is where I'm going to have to cut it off. So ask your final questions, and I'm hoping that you guys can seeing, be checking out some of the other videos here on the channel. Comment on them so I know that you guys went and watched some of the other videos. I love seeing what other people are into, what kind of content that they enjoy when they watch. But I have to go get the guys' paychecks out and get them ready for them so that they can go to the bank today. So thank you guys for thank you guys for watching. As always, make sure you are subscribed to the channel so that you guys know when we'll be going live, because you don't want to miss it. From Arkansas, 8,000 acres. We grow cotton, soybeans, and corn. Jeez. That's big time stuff. That's big time stuff. We only are about 3,000 acres. Small time compared to you, my friend. Small time. But Arkansas got a lot of flat land, my friends. A lot of flat land. Steve, we'll be talking to you, my friend. We will be probably. I'm not waving a knife around in the air. It's probably not a good idea either. But yeah, we'll be in touch. We got to do a podcast this weekend. You guys, this specialty cropcast is what it's called on Spotify and Apple Music. Go give it 5 stars. Listen to the episodes. We talk to farmers, agribusiness owners, crop experts, um, crop consultants. It's a great time. A lot of good laughs in there. So, hey, I don't want to get demonetized waving the knife around. I don't want to get canceled. All right, guys, we will catch you guys in the next live stream.